All right, you all, I am here today to do a new song. I am really excited to react to it. It is the song Labor, and I am sorry that there's the glare. I'm gonna have to take these off in a second. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, it's gonna bother me. Okay, so my eyes have been hurting me really badly lately. I don't know if it's allergies, the change of weather, like with the heat being on. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll take these off. I encourage you all this weekend to come to my workshop. It's going to be one of the last ones of the year. It is called Boundaries That Heal, and a workshop for protecting your peace and power. It means a lot to me. I highly recommend it. It is virtual. It is going to be really, really great. So it's for all of the people pleasers out there, all of the people that are afraid to set boundaries or don't know what that really means, because it isn't what I think we think when we first hear it. Okay, so this song Labor I heard from just the chorus on TikTok because all of those Ballerina Farm videos were set to it. And if you don't know Ballerina Farm, go down a long rabbit hole. I mean, I did a TikTok video on it because I really became obsessed with the whole situation. I know a little bit about what this song is about, just a tiny bit, but I haven't actually heard the whole song. So I'm excited to react to this because this is, so many people keep telling me that I need to react to it. So let's just do it.
1, 2, 3.
Why are you hanging on so tight to the rope that I'm hanging from? Off this island, this was an escape plan. Carefully timed it, so let me go and dive into the waves below. Who turns the odds?
Stop for a second. So the imagery in my mind at first, I was like pulling on the rope that she's hanging from. I was thinking that she was literally unaliving. That might still be what she is insinuating here, but the symbolism there of rather going into ocean waters than to be where you are with your person is quite alarming. And when the other person is clearly trying to keep her there and bring her back, pull her back when she doesn't want to be there, is very problematic and a sign of a toxic, abusive relationship. Also shows the discrepancies and power. When a relationship benefits one person more than the other, the person doesn't want to let go. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going. If you're new to my channel, I do stop a lot, but that's just what I do. Okay.
Below. Who turns the objects? Who fixes up the cables? Emotional torture from the head of your high table. Who fetches the water from the Rocky Mountain spring and walk back down again to feel your words and a sharp sting? And I'm getting fucking tired.
Okay, I'm sure we're about to go into the chorus here. Maybe, maybe not. She's done everything that she can to make everything nice and wonderful. She's exhausted from it, and I think a lot of women can relate to that. But it reminds me, though, of the Ballerina Farm situation where, you know, people were commenting like, why are you just standing around, where the husband just like watched her milking the cow and he's like, we milked cows today, and it's just her doing it and everybody's standing around watching. It's just like, okay.
Capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If all love died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, sure make me do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts our bed chamber. You make me do too much labor.
Okay, so let me just take that in for a moment. There's some real truth being told right there. She's really just contemplating it. Would it really be that bad if this ended? Because look, we're sold in fairy tales and books when we're growing up, movies that, you know, stereotypically the man is the savior. At a point in time in history, if let's say a woman was killed or injured, a wife was killed or injured, and could sue the responsible party for depriving him of services around the home. And women couldn't do the same. So you're supposed to be my savior, but yet I'm doing all of the work.
Too much labor. Apologies for my tongue. I never was busy lapping from flowing cup and stabbing with your fork. I know you're a smart man. And weaponized the false incompetence. It's dominance under a guide. If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the head of your high table. She'd do what you taught her. She'd meet the same cruel fate. So now I've gotta run so I can undo this mistake. At least I've gotta try.
Weaponized incompetence. I mean, that is very much a trait of someone with narcissism, who often will just be like,
oh, I didn't know, or
take what I have to say with a grain of salt. And I'm only speaking from my experience right now, and I am a single mother that is doing it 100% on my own. And I will say that when it comes to parenting and running a household, it is easier for me without a partner. When I have a partner who makes my life harder, sees the struggle and chooses to kind of like play dumb, that's the weaponized incompetence I think that she's talking about here, where it's like, you know, scrolling on your phone when you hear your wife is struggling with kids and getting them their lunch ready, helping them get dressed, cleaning up things, making doctor's appointments, all of those kind of things, and they're just kind of like can sit back and just be like, you know, and then whenever you ask for help, then you get criticized like,
oh, well, I didn't know, you could have just said it. And it's
it's like, do you have eyeballs in your head? You can clearly see what's going on, that she's struggling. Like, come on now. Unfortunately, this is a common experience for a lot of women, but not all. I think that there are great, wonderful men out there and husbands. I have seen it. I still haven't seen it be as much, but I have seen it. Really into ancient Egyptian history, the Emerald Tablet. If any of you know what that is, then you feel me. One of the things that they were able to see on timesheets from ancient times, whenever, you know, they were working, and they've been able to discover it, that men would take off work the week that their wives were having their periods, so that they could do the cooking and the cleaning and help take care of her. That's how much they valued what a woman does in the home, and values the fact that we go through this cycle every month, that we're able to produce children. It was very much respected, and somewhere along the line it has shifted, and that makes me really sad, you know?
In my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? With somebody I thought was my savior, sure make me do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence once I betray, but you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. Look on days in your eyes are bursting. If I love her, I understand it's bursting. Just another day, live to a savior, sure that he never a whole lot of labor. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out and his picket fence dreams. It's not a size of loss, I can shake her, you make me do too much labor.
Hey, wow. Okay. I mean, this is not wrong. I have absolutely felt this way. I'm a therapist, and then also being a therapist at home. Therapist, mother, maid. It's kind of encompassing how women have to be all things. So like a nymph at first, then you also have to be a virgin. Nurse, to take care of them, and a servant. To be a baby machine, to make everything. It's just saying the physical and emotional sacrifice, energy and pain and everything that we have to do that I don't think is realized. And sometimes I think that women wonder, like, what am I doing all of this for the family, if like he's or they're not going to appreciate it, and if they just expect it. There's something like just very gross about that. I mean, this just speaks to an experience that so many women go through and have, and I'm sure that some men have gone through this too, because I do know some men that are single dads or just very involved, wonderful dads that watch my channel and are very supportive, and I just want to send a lot of love to them and to all of the women out there who are doing it day after day. And I think that it's just really hard when it can feel for women as if they're taking on and doing so much more than their partner, and that their partner doesn't actually see them and see what they're going through. I mean, I've completely gone through this. Completely. Okay, I feel like this might be controversial, some of the things that I've said on this, so yeah. Anyways, all right, this is good. This is really, really good.